awesome, too, the way you did get your pass without letting go of that arm. You never let go of that arm. That was yours.
That's like you're hanging from a rope,
Yes.
on a mountain. You don't have to necessarily climb up, but you can't let go either. Like I could stay there as long as I need to, but I'm not going to let go.
Absolutely.
There was a small point in time where he got close to scooting.
He was threatening the back really well. Like I said, with a gi, I probably would have been in a little trouble because he climbed my collar, climbed my belt, but with NoGi, I could hold him a little better.
You recovered well by putting your right foot in front of his bottom thigh to prevent that and maintain that high position. You were a little bit too high, but you put that foot there.
He's got a good guard and he's got a good half guard. I mean, he was putting pressure on my knee, looking for a knee bar there, and that's why I kind of scooted up as well to keep the pressure off my knee. And he was not waiting down there passively.
No, we saw him moving nonstop. The other thing I wanted to ask you is going from gi to no gi, does your strategy change, or do you like to play takedown pass? Do you ever play guard? What is your
I love guard. And Vince just pulled first both days. So if someone stands with me, I'm willing to stand. I don't go in to pull guard. I mean, unless I know my opponent, I know he's like a judo master or something, or wrestler. All other things being equal, I'll stand and see what happens standing. But Vince pulled both times. I know gi, no gi, my game, the way I teach, the way I train, doesn't change much. The fundamental game is the same. It's just that once you're in a position, then you start using the gi to the maximum advantage. But you don't change the overall structure of your game.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Help walk us through what's going on in this purple belt match right here.
Yeah. So I don't know how they got here, and I don't know who they are.
The guy on the top is up by 6 and 1 advantage to the gentleman on the bottom.
Yeah, he may just keep taking him down. He looks like he's got good top position here.
How about you walk us through what you would be doing from top position here?
From top position, again, I look for that rolling Kimura, which is always good. He's doing the right thing, controlling the head. That's going to not allow his partner to get under for any kind of, from here would be like, Kiss of the Dragon or Berimbolo if the guy had a traditional De La Riva hook. So the head control, that inside head control is really good just to keep him from getting under the hips.
Limits his movement.
Yeah. He's controlling really well. I think the guy on the bottom's really got good movement, which is why we haven't seen an attack yet, although it looks like he might be setting up either a north-south guillotine or a Kimura. But no, the person on the bottom, although, the points are the points, but he's moving well defensively.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that we've been talking about between the gi and no gi is like this whole concept of slipper grabber and just how slippery it is and how much you really need to know to be able to transition and know where you're transitioning to. And we've seen a lot of good transition, I think, today.
Nice guillotine.
As he goes for the arm and guillotine.
Plus the sweep with the guillotine.
Yeah,
ready to
we're
tap.
going to see that
right
tap
right
pretty
there,
soon.
He's
That's a tough position, guillotine like that when
and from the mount, if the guy starts, he let him go. He couldn't really get his second grip in, I don't think.
But, and again, this could also be strategy. Why are you going to fight so hard and blow out a grip when he's maybe got however many more fights to go?
And he's up 10-0. Yeah, he's doing the right thing. I mean, he's still aggressive. I mean, he's definitely looking for that guillotine. There he goes. A little tighter here.
Nice.
It's got
there
both
it
out
is.
there.
There it is, yeah.
This guy's got good front chokes.
Yeah.
He plays a smart game where a lot of guys would spend a lot of energy trying to maintain that top position or maintain a specific position up there, working for a specific technique. And I kind of tend to do this because I have so many little tiny guys in my gym. I don't bother smashing them because there'd be no point.
Correct.
He did kind of the same thing. He lets him, escape the side control, roll to your knees. I'll attack your back. You escape that, I'll attack your neck. And then he rolls, side control, I pass the guard again. I'll mount, and yada, yada, yada. He just lets him just go, roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. He just follows him wherever he goes.
And like you said, especially if you have 3-4 more fights in the day.
Yeah.
Let the guy carry your weight, and he's going to move, but just let him carry your weight, and he'll get out of the submission, but he'll never really escape. You just keep riding them.
I call the kids a wet blanket.
Absolutely.
Wet blanket.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the thing is, if you're fighting a bigger person, you can't stop them from moving. You can only move yourself into advantageous positions as they go.
You lose so much energy trying to hold and
it's not
contracting
jiu-jitsu,
your
right?
muscle. And
It's
not jiu-jitsu. So you want to keep transitioning. You want to use that movement. And if you move correctly, you're using far less energy. and you can actually conserve and fight that many more fights, and that's why pure jiu-jitsu is not really supposed to have that time limit. And you see, you know, who can finally trick the other. That chess match. Sorry, we're changing to MMA over here.
You're kind of buff, so you kind of get in the way a little bit.
Try.
So tell us, John, what's going on with you now, and what's going on with you in the near future?
Yeah, so I just got back Wednesday, 4 days ago. I live most of the year in Korea. And I grew up in Santa Cruz, and I train with Claudio whenever I'm back. So I'm back for 5 weeks with my family. We're spending the summer here. It's going to be nice. I'll be training at Claudio's. And then when I go back to Korea, I have some schools over there, team over there. Everyone's doing really well. We sent 4 guys to Mundials this year. They all did really well.
So why Korea? You just like the food?
Oh no, that too. No, I actually my day job is not jiu-jitsu. I'm a professor of Korean literature at a university.
Oh, okay,
so, yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So we've also been talking a lot about how there's a lot of athletes that don't have that super sponsorship, and how difficult it can be to really keep up with competition. And what are your thoughts and comments on that? Because obviously coming from Korea to California is not an easy venture.
Yeah, little jet lag going on right now. But I mean, it's like you just got to enjoy it. Even at the very top of the food chain, you know, even when Marcelo retired, even the Mendez brothers right now, it's not boxing. They're not making $50 million for a fight.
Right.
You know, you got to love it. Even if you win, you get like a plane ticket and a few gis and, you know, a little bit of sponsorship. It's not pro football. It's not boxing. Right. So, you know, it's like you just got to love it. You got to really want to do it. And then if you're running a school, then winning those championships pays off in different ways, seminars and more students and videos and everything. But it's still for the love of it. It's not like another pro sport where, you know, it's a get-rich-quick scheme, you know.
Now, do you just teach at other schools when you're in Korea, or do you actually have your own
school? So I have schools with my name on them, but I don't, since I'm a professor, I'm not in there running it day to day. And so when I'm there, I teach, but when I'm not there, they're not surprised. And there's always a full-time instructor who does all the teaching and the managing of the school and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, right on. Well, thanks for coming by.
No, man, thanks for having me.
And congratulations.
You go back to school, you get to tell everybody you had a cool vacation. You got to go home and tap somebody out.
The best. Well, tap once, get tapped once.
Nice.
That's jiu-jitsu, right? That's life.
Thanks for
That's
stopping
probably
by.
one of the better stories.
Yeah. No, you just get back on the bike. You know, you don't fall off the bike and say the bike's broken. You just got to practice riding more so you don't fall off, you know?
Exactly.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, you guys. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with more action at the 3rd Annual All-Star BJJ Tournament, part of the BJJ Tour here in Santa Cruz, California.
This is your train station, your canvas, your metronome, your cable bridge, the steel threads of your past suspending the blueprints of your future. Your courtroom bench, you pass sentences to all those that accept mediocrity. You traverse the road less traveled, every win a friendly hitchhiker, every loss an unwanted stowaway. Your country. Defend what you have built. The natural ingredients in Defense Soap proven effective against grappling-related skin infections. Go to defensesoap.com to learn more.